I've been clashing a lot with faith recently, in terms of I've got big ideas for the future. I feel like the universe might have something planned for me and you. Spectrum, a conscious rapper, has a lyric. He often samples Alan Watts. He loves Alan Watts, so that will set the scene. If you know if you know, you know. He says, "Stuck between nothing's real and realistic. Mess around in the third dimension, but still a mystic." And it's like, yeah, stuck between nothing's real and realistic. It's like Hamza and Denmo versus Alan Watts and Ram Dass, in a sense. But yeah, it's I don't know, I've been getting messages and things recently. It's like some super wishful thinking type shit, but not just that. Like, I've had mushroom experiences recently and that have like completely like proved to me. It's like the intuition that it stems from is that if I'm God, or if you're God, if we're all God, and like, you know, if you know Leo Gura and his whole paradigm, then it's like, right, if it's true that we're imagining everything, and that we're God and that. I didn't plan to talk about this exactly, but if this is true, surely, I feel like the missing piece of all of this, right? Everyone knows, right? Yeah, okay, I get it. I'm God. We're all God. All right, this is all a dream. It's in the mind of God. It's all imagination, potentially, or whatever. Right? Okay, sound. If that's the case, then when the fuck is stuff gonna kick off? I know that there's massive shifts internally, right, in terms of enlightenment, and that's all cool and that, but I'm talking, when the fuck is some UFO literally gonna come with some like brand new psychedelic technology or something like that, and like, or like, you know, when's the next super novelty gonna happen? That's what I mean. It hasn't even got to be an apocalypse type thing. Like, it hasn't got to be like UFOs or nothing, but like, you know how before the internet and all this technology existed, obviously we didn't have any of it, and then it just spawned out of like absolutely nowhere. That's what I'm interested in, and that's novelty. Terence McKenna speaks of this a lot. He speaks of the universe as a novelty engine. That's what it's always been. That's what you're witnessing right now. You've never seen me wear this beanie hat. Therefore, this is direct evidence that the universe is a novelty engine. But yeah, like, there's already so much complexity and nuance in the world as it is, but I still feel like there's, like, that's what I mean. I feel like reality is like all or nothing in a sense, and it's kind of like, look, I'm already here. This is already mad enough. This is already crazy as it is. Just the like present moment that we're all used to and accustomed to. So that's already a madness as it is for me. So considering that this is possible makes me think that anything is possible, and judging by my psychedelic experiences and my enlightenment and awakenings, most of which have been on psychedelics, psilocybin in particular. I wish I didn't have to parkour over this fucking thing. It's because the fucking, instead of just the council making an actual path, they just block it all off and force you to go the long Babylon way on the road, which I'm not doing, so I always parkour over this very dodgy thing. I love it. It's become a... Ugh. fuck that. It's dodgy as fuck. But yeah, considering that this is already possible, and it seems like I didn't ask for it, I just spawned into this matrix, then like, and considering like the animals that exist on Earth and everything that I've witnessed in the past, it just validates that like we literally live in pure fucking fantasy world. And like novelties such as the COVID pandemic, or I mean the scandemic, the plandemic even, makes me, you know, optimistic for the future. Not optimistic in a positive way inherently, but optimistic that things will just change with time. That's one thing that's guaranteed. Is like, you know, everyone says the one thing that's guaranteed is death, or, well, the best way to put it is the one permanent. The fuck. Let me start again. The one impermanence. Fuck's sake. The one occurrence is impermanence. It disappears and resurfaces. All is temporary. Don't worry. It'll change momentarily. Surely. That's a album by Illuminati Congo called Time Killers, where he talks about the illusory nature of time. Conscious music, you know. And he knows Spectrum and that. I've seen him. Tag him on Instagram. Alright, I think I'm gonna go anyway. Kind of. I've got Matrix stuff to get to be fair. Babylon. See how when I had time freedom, I was in nature. But now that it's getting, the time is closing a bit, I have to go into Babylon and clock in. It's 9 AM, dumbass. You better clock the fuck in. Wage slavery. Alright. Sound as fuck. Time to get this fucking bread. Full blast. Love you.